the pillar of your community. The man who can help you with his specialty, cars.
Your Studebaker dealer.
Next. Who's the man who offers you quality, economy, value with the Lark?
Your Studebaker dealer.
Next. Who is the man who guarantees his used cars with a warranty?
ABC.
Always buy certified at
Your Studebaker dealer.
Next. Who's the man to see for service advice, right parts?
Top help. Low price. Your Studebaker dealer.
Next. See him today for a happy deal. Be happy as a lark. With your Studebaker dealer. Match.
The compact without compromise. The Lark by Studebaker presents Wilbur Pope and Mr. Ed.
Thinking of buying a compact car? Well then, think big. Look at the Lark by Studebaker, the compact that's big where it counts. Even though the Lark is the shortest of all compacts, inside the Lark loads bigger. Combines larger head, shoulder, hip, and leg room. It's a true 6-passenger and comfort car. Like big performance, the Lark's got it 2 ways, hustling 6 or doubly powerful V8. Like big proof with no bull? Again, the Lark's got it. More than 1 billion owner-driven miles. Proof that the Lark gives you big savings. Up to 33% on gas, 23% on maintenance. And the Lark has big trade-in value. Visit your Studebaker dealer and you'll find all these big values don't cost a penny more than ordinary compacts. See the compact without compromise. The Lark by Studebaker.
The compact without compromise. The Lark by Studebaker has brought you Wilbur Pope and Mr. Ed.
How do you do? I'm George Burns. You can tell by my cigar. At my age, I've got to hold on to something. Well, I'm here to talk to you about that picture you just saw. Isn't that talking horse a wonderful idea? I think the possibilities of that idea can go through the roof. I think this can be the #1 television show. And your agency, when they saw this picture, they agreed with us. But they asked us to get stronger personalities to play the 2 leads. And we really hit the jackpot. We signed a young lady to play the wife. Her name is Connie Hines. She's only been in Hollywood for 8 months, and she's been in such demand that she's been in 21 pictures, and great in every one, and getting better. I think this girl is the makings of a star, and I ought to know when a girl is the makings of a star, because I found one who's been supporting me for 40 years. And the gentleman that we signed to play the husband in the lead is a star. When he first started, he set the television world on its ear. And in this series, he can do it again. His name is Alan Young. Excuse me. He's a great actor and a great comedian. And more than that, he's a clean-cut, fine-looking young man who'll make a great salesman and representative for your product. And the producer-director is Arthur Lubin, who made Francis the talking mule pictures for Universal. I don't have to tell you what a smash they were. When they stopped making those pictures, they had to sell the studio. And now I'd like to talk about the writing end of this series. And I know a lot about writers because all my life I've been locked up with them. That's my real business. And the basic problem of any weekly series is your script. After about the 9th or the 10th week, the writers get a little tired, and they can't think of new situations and fresh ideas. But with a talking horse listening to what's going on around the neighborhood, this is an impossibility. Storylines are endless. In fact, the writers that are going to be signed for this show should pay us. And besides, the popular appeal of a talking horse is that he'll make a good salesman for your product, too. Because when he talks about the Lark, he'll be making horse sense. And you'll listen to him because it'll be coming right from the horse's mouth. And now I'd like to introduce the new star of our series. And I don't want you to think that I'm trying to get on the right side of you, because I am. I'm going to have him make his entrance in the Lark. Gentlemen, Alan Young.
How do you do? Did I get out of the Lark gracefully enough? If I didn't, I promise by the time the first show goes on the air, I'll have it all down pat. Mr. Burns said that I was a great comedian and a great actor. Well, he exaggerated just a little. But I'm not going to argue with him because he's a very smart man. I can say one thing, though. I'm so enthused about doing this show. I feel the part is just right for me. Of course, the most important thing is that Mr. Burns is going to supervise the writing. In case you're wondering what I do for a living in this series, I play the part of a lawyer. I haven't had much practice in that kind of thing, but I'm sure I'll be able to catch on. This briefcase has got my lunch in it, but let's pretend it's legal papers. Your Honor? A little nervous, huh? Your Honor, in summing up this case, I would like to say that I cannot reveal the source of my information. And although there are no witnesses, I know for a fact that this gentleman deliberately backed into my client's car. I'm sorry, Your Honor, I can't tell you that. I can't tell you who told me. Because if I did, I know you wouldn't believe me. The part I play, the lawyer. Now, I'd like you to meet the lady who plays the part of my wife. I've never met her before, but I have seen her work, and I can assure you that everything George Burns said about her is quite true. Gentlemen, Miss Connie Hines.
How do you do? Wilbur, you're home early.
She gets into character a lot quicker than I do.
How did things go in court today?
I lost the case.
But why?
Well, the judge wouldn't believe that story of how I found out how the accident really happened.
But why wouldn't he believe you?
No, I'm not going to tell you, because you wouldn't believe me either.
Oh, of course I'll believe you. I love you. I adore you. I'm your wife. Now, who told you?
The horse told me.
Oh, dear. What would you like for dinner tonight, honey?
Oh, don't bother. I've got some legal papers in my briefcase. I'll eat them. Well, nice work if we can get it. Now, I'd like you to meet an animal that I love. I know I'm a fool to do this because he's going to steal the show, but... Gentlemen, this is Ed.
How do you do?
Ed, the judge didn't believe that story you told me.
Well, that's showbiz.
Look, Ed, my main job, you see, is to convince these gentlemen out front that this show is going to be one of the big hits of next season. Am I going about it the right way?
No, Wilbur.
What am I doing that's wrong?
Polish the Lark. He's just nervous. Boy, will we sell larks.
Hello, I'm Mr. Ed.
A horse is a horse, of course, and no one can talk to a horse, of course. That is, of course, unless the horse is the famous Mr. Ed. Go right to the source and ask the horse. He'll give you the answer that you endorse. He's always on a steady course. Talk to Mr. Ed.
And brought to you by your friendly Studebaker dealer, who hopes you'll enjoy the show and invites you to come in and test drive the fine new 61 Lark. Some people like the Lark wagon for duties around the house. Some use the Lark exclusively just to pick up their spouse. Some people like Lark wagons because they're so chic. And most people like the Lark wagon because it gives them the status they seek. And nearly everyone likes the four-door wagon for several reasons. Plenty of cargo space, 6 feet long with the gate closed, 7.5 with the gate open. Flush floors and big wide doors give you this kind of easy entrance. So simple to clean, too. Just whisk out dust and dirt. From stem to stern, plenty of headroom, legroom, and seat width for, that's right, 6 passengers. And you can ride in comfort in any kind of weather with the top gate open. Complete ventilation, even when it rains. Do yourself a favor. See your Studebaker dealer and test drive the Lark 2-door and 4-door wagons with the exciting new Skybolt 6 and the world-famous V8 engine. And here's where the fun begins. You have to drive the Lark to believe it. Hi, Rex May here on the rail with some of the finest performers in America. In the lineup, here's the Lark Hardtop, and we're going to show you how performance sets the pace in the Lark. Watch that new Lark Skybolt 6 go. There's superior acceleration. From 0 to 40 in seconds. Fast pickup for the first time in a 6-cylinder compact. Here are more Lark engineering features. The new Lark oval steering wheel and new Lark steering system give you smooth rides at any speed. The Lark's big 15-inch wheels turn fewer revolutions, so you get longer tire life. The Lark also gives you sure-footed cornering like this. Need passing power? You've got that too with the Skybolt 6. For extra safety, there's extra power from 40 to 65 thanks to the Lark's new Ram induction manifold. For even greater performance, there's the national economy champion Lark V8. V8 or Skybolt 6, the Lark's the compact that's easy on your pocketbook. V8 or Skybolt 6, first in class for style, across-the-board payoff in performance and economy. The Lark in 7 models. So take a demonstration drive. Remember, you have to drive the Lark to believe it. The Lark by Studebaker.
I want to tell you about 3 big surprises waiting for you at your Studebaker dealers. First, performability. So great you have to drive the Lark to believe it. Second, interiors. Outstanding among compacts. Smart-looking, luxurious. Third, price.
No tell.
But the price is so low.
Well, let's save that goodie for the Studebaker dealer.
Okay. Visit your Studebaker dealer for a demonstration drive. Then price the Lark.
You will be pleasantly surprised.
See Mr. Ed again next week. And meanwhile, say hello to your Studebaker dealer who invites you to compare, test drive the most exciting compact in America today, the Lark by Studebaker. There's only one way to photograph beautiful models. The Lark Cruiser, the Lark Hardtop, and the Lark Skytop, that is. Put them in a glamorous setting. Make sure the lights are right. Then, here's the angle. That's the one. The new Lark Cruiser. Sleek, smart, with unmatched elegance. Combining the best of the compacts and luxury car fields. Doors are 4 inches wider. Spacious interiors with loads of legroom. Rich decorator fabrics and padded slide-down armrests. Superbly designed and engineered with the famous 259 V8 engine or optional bigger 289 V8. Here's an outstanding beauty, the Lark Hardtop with the looks and the style that young people want in a compact. And the sky's the limit when you have a Skytop on your Hardtop or Lark sedan. These are the only U.S. cars with sliding sunroofs, the ultimate in year-round driving. And these are only 3 out of 7 eye-catching Lark models to choose from, each with a new kind of performance and new advanced engineering features. Be sure to see your Studebaker dealer. Drive the Lark. Test and compare the new engine performance, new brakes, new steering system, and you'll agree you have to drive the Lark to believe it. The Lark by Studebaker.
Hi, Connie. Have you seen this?
Oh, that's the Studebaker 30-day hate-yourself guarantee. It guarantees that anyone who buys a compact car without looking at the Lark first will hate himself in 30 days.
And we won't like you either.
Oh, silly.
Seriously, before you buy any compact car, go see your Studebaker dealer. Check the 61 Lark against all other compacts for luxury, roominess, and economy.
Yes, avoid hating yourself. Test drive the Lark.
By Studebaker.
Performability from Studebaker. Performability exclusive with the 61 Lark. So exciting, you've got to drive it to believe it.
The 1961 Lark is real sharp looking. Just loved it, inside and out.
And so easy to get into, the new 61 Lark. Widescreen visibility all around. You've got to drive it to believe it.
No question about it. You do have to drive the 61 Lark to believe it.
New steering for 61. The Lark really takes those sharp turns. New oval steering wheel feels just great. You've got to drive it to believe it. Thousands did and proved performability. United States Testing Company, certified.
There goes another Lark skedaddling through traffic, making a beeline for the nearest bank. The savings certainly add up. Take gas, for example. The new improved Super Economy 6 is famous for saving you more on regular gas. The Lark V8 topped all other 8s in the last mobile gas economy run. Business records show the Lark saves up to 33% on fuel bills and up to 23% on maintenance. Sensible design saves you even more. Look, Lark fenders, grill, and bumpers all bolt on easily, meaning lower service charges and lower insurance rates. Finally, the Lark's low price is certainly a steal. The happy deal you get at your Studebaker dealer makes the Lark the buy of the year. Find out for yourself. See and price 6 stunning styles. Talk to your Studebaker dealer and learn how easy it is to be happy as a Lark.
Hi, Rex May here with some sports car buffs who really know their cars. Now, these fellows have driven every kind of compact. Say, Jim, what do you think of the 61 Lark?
Swings, man. Why, in the first international compact car race at Sebring, the Lark shared the first 4 places with a pair of racing Jags. The Lark left the other compacts 15 to 30 miles behind.
Yeah. And did you know the Lark blew a tire and had to finish the last lap on the front left rim? They clocked it at 120, too.
Well, how about last fall at the Lime Rock Sports Car Track and Little Le Mans? The Lark set a new record and won out over 29 foreign cars. Yeah, and it didn't do bad at Daytona either. You know, it averaged 80 miles an hour around that tough 3-mile course.
You may not be a sports car buff, but you'll sure enjoy the sports car feel and drive of all 61 Lark models. Look in at your Lark showroom today.
Performability from Studebaker. Performability exclusive with the 61 Lark. So exciting, you've got to drive it to believe it.
The Lark has all-around good performability. She does what you want, when you want it.
Lark acceleration with that new Lark 6 overhead valve engine. Passing power. You've got to drive it to believe it.
The new 1961 Lark was a real thrill to drive.
You stop quickly, smoothly, safely with new, bigger brakes. You've got to drive the Lark to believe it. Thousands did and proved Lark performability. United States Testing Company, certified.
You hear so much talk about outer space these days. I'd like to talk to you about inner space. Yep, inner space in the Lark there. And I think this demonstrates pretty accurately all the room you get in the Lark compared to other compacts, because although the Lark is only 2 inches longer than the smallest U.S. car, you'll find more legroom and headroom in the front and rear than in 8 other compacts. 6 Husky astronaut trainees like these seated in comfort. Here's the end of our story on space in the Lark spare room on wheels. A generous 15 cubic feet, to be exact, as compared to other compacts. So tomorrow, tell your neighborhood Studebaker dealer you want to test drive the Lark. Then, you compare the Lark with all other compacts for roominess, style, performance, and all-out economy. There's nothing like it on the road. You have to drive the Lark to believe it.
Hello, I'm Mr. Ed. In the early 1960s, as the Avanti was being prepared for production, Studebaker was the chief sponsor for Mr. Ed.
The new 62 Lark.
Here it is. Now on display at your Studebaker dealer showroom. The new 62 Lark Daytona.
With all the feel of a sports car, plus big car room.
Big loungy bucket seats, individually adjusted to any position.
A new console and a padded dashboard with sport-type instruments.
You sports car buffs will like this optional 4-speed gearbox, too.
You've just got to see both the Tonas, the convertible and hardtop model, at your Lark dealers.
Sometime soon, hmm?
Hey, Daddy! I want a brand new Lark. Big car comfort in the Lark. Daddy, you gotta get the best for me. Studebaker's new sensation is a wow across the nation. Daddy, please, why can't we own a brand new Chevy Lark Daytona? Daddy, I want a brand new Lark so we can rock around the block. Daddy, you gotta get the best for me. Hot dog!
Tonight, Mr. Ed was presented by your local Studebaker dealer, who brings you the new 62 Gran Turismo Hawk and the new 62 Lark.
Today, from the advanced thinking of Studebaker, the only supercharged engine on any U.S. car. From Studebaker, first caliper disc brakes on any U.S. car. Features of tomorrow from Studebaker. Today, from the advanced thinking of Studebaker, the only wagon with a slide-open roof, the Lark Wagonaire. From Studebaker, first ladies' beauty vanity. Features of tomorrow from Studebaker. His, the instrument panel of one of today's hottest cars, the supercharged Lark Daytona. Hers, the exclusive ladies' beauty vanity. Theirs, a sliding sunroof. Features of tomorrow from Studebaker.
Good evening to you. John Cameron Swayze, ladies and gentlemen, and I must tell you, the excitement here tonight is something to see. People have been crowding in to see the pick of the 1963 cars, the new Studebaker Standard, priced unbelievably low. I have it right here, and frankly, when they told me, I couldn't believe my ears. I had to ask, is it a compact? They said,
of course not. It's far too roomy.
Well, then, it's a big car.
It's far too convenient.
Meet them, the new Studebaker Standard.
My, that's a good-looking car. It's so comfortable and roomy.
Yes, there's more headroom in this Standard than in any popular price car in the country.
Mr. Swayze, is this really as good as some of the big cars?
In my opinion, ma'am, much better.
And how much will it cost? That's incredible!
See your Studebaker dealer tomorrow for that incredible price on the all-new Standard, setting the standard for 1963 in price and quality.
Try to take it away from me. Easy, wasn't it? Try again. And just that difference is why we say the safest brakes in the world, offered only by Studebaker of all American cars, are caliper disc brakes, as compared to ordinary hydraulic brakes. Two drivers in similar-sized cars see a barrier. While doing 40 miles an hour, apply their brakes and both stop in time. But notice the Lark's greater margin of safety. Now let's assume a rainy day. Both cars with wet brakes, but hitting a dry patch of road. Again, both drivers apply their brakes with full pressure. The Lark stops in time. The other car doesn't, but fortunately hit only some hay this time. The Lark stopped in almost half the distance. A second time will do even better. Yes, the car that gives your family the best brake is compact. It's too luxurious. Big car. It's far too convenient. It can only be called the Lark at your Studebaker dealers now. Meet the heads of Mr. Perkins. Mr. Perkins while gardening.
Peter wants pictures of the track meet.
George, Mother wants that chest moved today.
Where do you go to resign?
The answer to Mr. Perkins' dilemma, the brand new Lark Daytona Wagonaire that carries anything, anywhere. Thanks to its unique sliding roof, it handles twice the volume of any other station wagon. And look at that, Mr. Perkins. Without half trying, the Wagonaire carries more than 150 cubic feet of almost anything. Now you can cart those shrubs around easily. And isn't it great to be able to sweep out the excess dirt standing up? Your pictures of the kids in a cross-country race will turn out just great. And the small fry not only enjoy scrambling up their private ladder, they get a lot more sun and air. If it's chilly, just close things up to a comfortable sedan. The Wagonaire makes any station wagon out of date, for it can carry anything, and in fantastic sizes and quantities. For work or for play, the Lark Wagonaire at your Studebaker dealers now. Here's your symbol of superiority, the guarantee of advanced thinking from Studebaker. For example, this couple wants the absolute in sportiness. Choose, therefore, the sheer driving performance of the Avanti, world's fastest production car. From its overhead switches to its dynamic front, the ultimate in elegance. But this family, with kids and dog as part of the luggage, admire the comfort and convenience of the Lark. From its flat floors to more rear seat room than the big cars, it's the complete answer to what a family needs from its car. More advanced thinking from Studebaker. Disc brakes that can be yours on both the Lark and the Avanti. Brakes that, when completely soaked, still stop your Lark in half the distance of regular brakes which don't, in time. So, whether it's the Lark or the Avanti, both these families know they're getting the best in a car if it bears this, the seal of superiority from Studebaker. See any of these superb cars at your Studebaker dealers now. Not a compact, not a big car, the Lark is utterly different. Thanks to advanced thinking from the Studebaker Corporation. Back of that thinking, the thousands of decisions behind the choice of every part in this car. For your convenience and comfort, wider doors that pass the hat test. Open on interiors with more rear seat room than any compact. Floors that don't break heels or catch moisture. Padded dashboards with full instrumentation, not just flashing lights. A built-in vanity case, another touch of extra luxury. That convenience and comfort, just part of the thousands of correct decisions that stand behind Studebaker's advanced thinking, which have made the Lark the utterly different car that it is. Compact? It's too luxurious. Big car? It's far too convenient. It can only be called the Lark at your Studebaker dealers now.
Here's something for you to see. It's the swingin'est wagon that'll ever be.
You've never seen any car to compare
With the brand new Lark Daytona Wagonaire.
The roof slides open in a flash.
Step drops down, you step in. The sky is a little hidden in. The wagon, the Lark Daytona Wagonaire.
The Wagonaire, the car that makes other station wagons obsolete, with Studebaker features that you'll want to see. The ladies will love the exclusive beauty vanity complete with mirror. And you can have your Wagonaire equipped with caliper disc brakes. At higher speeds, they stop your car in about half the distance of conventional brakes. A totally new concept from Studebaker. A family convertible, carry-all, fun car. A new design from the advanced thinking of Studebaker Corporation. A giant jet plane, 101 tons coming in at more than 150 miles per hour. How do you stop such massive momentum? Disc brakes. The Avanti, America's most advanced car. Powerful, sweet, swift, and safe because it stops with disc brakes. And these same disc brakes are available on all 63 cars from Studebaker. This cruiser, for example, America's first and only limousette. Safer for the family because you can get it with disc brakes. For example, as compared to conventional brakes, at 100 miles per hour, disc brakes stop you in 150 feet less distance. And they come to you first from Studebaker. One of the many exclusive features of tomorrow from the advanced thinking of Studebaker. This is horsepower, the heartbeat of your car. Today, there's a new kind of horsepower from the advanced thinking of Studebaker. Supercharged power. Experimenting at speeds up to 170 miles per hour, Studebaker adapted the supercharger to a special high-performance V8 engine for all its cars, increasing available horsepower 40 to 50%, increasing ability to give more power instantly because power response is safety. Safe instant climbing power, safe instant passing power, supercharged power, available exclusively from Studebaker. Avanti, Lark, Cruiser, Hawk. If you're thinking about buying a new car, check the many exclusive features of tomorrow. Yours from the advanced thinking of Studebaker.
Studebaker announces two exciting new cars.
Worn on Bonneville Salt Flats rugged test cores, two smoking hot new production cars, the R2 Super Hawk and the R2 Super Lark. John Cameron Swayze reporting. Recently, the Avanti set 29 speed records for U.S. production cars, scorching by the timers at over 170 miles per hour. Since officials of the United States Automobile Club clocked the runs, Studebaker also tested its Hawk and Lark, both equipped with Avanti engines. From the Hawk, a fantastic 140 miles an hour. From the Lark, 132. Thus born at Bonneville, the ultra-hot R2 Super Hawk and R2 Super Lark. Yours to order as Studebaker production cars, each powered by an Avanti supercharged engine and equipped with the Avanti's disc brakes, finest in the world. Yet you still have all the famed Studebaker interior comfort. Yes, the Hawk and the Lark are completely super, for they bear this symbol of superiority from the Studebaker Corporation. Order these new high-performance cars from your Studebaker dealer now.
We're visiting a typical American housewife, the proud owner of a new Studebaker Lark. Mrs.
Yes?
But you're Zsa Zsa Gabor.
Oh, that's one of my names.
But we're supposed to interview a new Lark owner.
But I'm a new Lark owner. You want to see my lovely new car? It's right there in the driveway.
Of course. Oh, the Lark styling, Miss Gabor. How do you like it?
Well, frankly, I'm practically always frank. At first, I thought it's too big, it's too high. But then I found out why they raised the roof. I can get in and out without losing my head. I can jump in and out for shopping.
You do your marketing like that, Miss Gabor?
Of course, darling. Nobody dresses around here. At night, with the new high hairdo, it's so easy to get in. And this couch, it's so nice, so chic.
And how do you like our built-in vanity case?
This is a great idea.
And the car's performance, Miss Gabor?
Oh, it's divine. And I don't know the words for it. Oh, those brakes.
Disc brakes?
You clever thing. How did you know? Well, my friend says I would be in jail from coast to coast if I wouldn't have them. And you know, after a little togetherness with a garage door, a whole new fender only cost $12.
Because the fenders bolt on. And with these flat floors, you can't break your heels or get your new shoes wet. What's best about your Lark, Miss Gabor?
Well, it's not too big, it's not too small, it's completely different. And I like things different.
Were you paid to say these things, Miss Gabor?
Are you crazy? Of course, yes. I got a car in every color for every day of the week. And I love them.
Say, Louie, what's with the hat?
That car flunks the hat test.
Sure, it's too low.
But look what happens with the Lark.
Caramba, that's comfort.
But in compact, shoes get soaked.
And the knees?
Are getting bruised.
And my stocking's ruined.
Not in the Lark rear seat. More knee room than compacts. And flat floors mean no tripping.
No puddles either.
The only car which passes these comfort tests is the Lark, with the higher profile for the height of comfort.
Man, them Studebaker dealers are clever.
May I see the best you have in a car?
Certainly. Nothing tops the exciting all-around performance of the Avanti, world's fastest production car, designed, of course, with a somewhat younger buyer in mind.
I am too old?
Oh, no, ma'am. It's just that down the street they have the bigger car.
Parking a big car is like coaxing a dinosaur into a cave backwards.
Oh, you want a car.
Young man, I said nothing about preferring to drive like a sardine, nor giving up any of the comforts of the bigger cars.
Yes, ma'am. I mean, no, ma'am.
So, for the advantages of the small and the comforts of the large?
The Lark.
Precisely. Show me.
Now, the silhouette is higher than the Avanti.
The better for those of us who have to get in and out of a car a dozen times a day with a head and a hat.
Flat floors, ma'am. Nothing to catch your heel on or hold annoying puddles. And that's the Lark's built-in vanity case, ma'am.
What about disc brakes?
Available on American cars only by Studebaker.
Young man, what do they do?
Well, on rainy days, wet disc brakes will stop you in almost half the distance of regular brakes. What are you doing, ma'am?
Obviously, writing a check.
Why?
Because the Lark cost me just a few dollars more than a compact. And because, young man, you are such an excellent salesman.
Compact? It's too luxurious. Big car. It's far too convenient. It can only be called the Lark at your Studebaker dealers now.
Hello. I'm Mr. Red.
Tonight presented by your Studebaker dealer and Studebaker Corporation, maker of America's new advance in automobiles, the Avanti, Lark, Cruiser, Hawk.
Look here, we got something for you to see. It's the swingin'est wagon that'll ever be. You've never seen anything to compare with the Lark Daytona Wagonaire.
The Wagonair's a wagon like never before.
The roof slides open in a flash. The step drops down and you step in. 'Cause the sky's the limit in this Wagonaire.
The Wagonaire, the car that makes other station wagons obsolete, with Studebaker features that you'll want to see. The ladies will love the exclusive beauty vanity, complete with mirror. And you can have your Wagonaire equipped with caliper disc brakes. At higher speeds, they stop your car in about half the distance of conventional brakes. And Studebaker is the first American car maker to offer them. Fold the rear-facing seat away, slide the roof forward, open up a whole new world. And you can load as never before. Lark Daytona Wagonaire, a totally new concept from Studebaker. A fun convertible, a roomy sedan, a business or family carry-all.
Hey, the Wagonaire is moving out fast. It's got more zip, it's got more class. The fun car that's beyond compare. The Lark Daytona Wagonaire.
If you're thinking of buying a new car, visit your Studebaker dealer. See the many exclusive features of tomorrow. Yours from the advanced thinking of Studebaker. Mr. Ed was presented by your Studebaker dealer, headquarters for Avanti, Lark, Lark Daytona, Cruiser, Hawk, all from the advanced thinking of Studebaker.
In 20 years of auto racing, Andy Granatelli, head of the STP Corporation, has picked up a lot of hardware. And the cars he's brought to the Indy 500, like the revolutionary STP turbine cars, they've taken some hardware, too. Friction and wear for mile after pounding mile. That's why Granatelli's cars all have STP oil treatment on their side. STP is the racer's edge. It cuts the friction, cuts the wear, and it cuts the mustard. And not only in Granatelli's cars, most race drivers want STP on their side to keep running racer sharp. Help your family car, old or new, run smoother, cooler, quieter, longer. Have your gasoline station add STP to your oil.
STP is the racer's edge.
That's Andy Granatelli, driving force behind racing's revolutionary STP turbine cars. He's just challenged undefeated Rocky Marciano to a test of strength.
Come on. You're no weakling.
Oh, yeah?
You're strong, Andy, but it's gonna be all over.
Wow. Now I know why they call you the Rock. This time, I'll choose the weapons. Put her there, pal.
Is Marciano stronger than regular motor oil?
Hang on, Rock.
Nothing to it.
I know. Now try it with STP oil treatment.
Andy won't want to lose this one. He's president of STP.
Lubricates better than motor oil alone. Best way I know to fight friction and wear. You can't win them all, champ.
Now you know why most race drivers prefer to have STP on their side. Have your gasoline station add STP to your oil and keep your family car, old or new, running smoother, cooler, quieter, longer.
STP is the racer's edge.
Almost 20 years ago, Andy Granatelli drove here at the Indianapolis 500. At a more recent Indy, Andy Granatelli created a machine and a revolution with the STP turbine car. The man who heads up the STP Corporation knows racing and cars.
Most of the drivers here at the 500 use STP oil treatment. It's the best method known of cutting friction.
Most race drivers prefer to have STP on their side. STP is the racer's edge.
STP works great in your family car. Same as it does here at the Speedway.
STP keeps your car, old or new, running smoother, cooler, quieter, longer. Have your service station crew add STP to your oil.
STP is the racer's edge.
If there's one thing about winter people can't stand, it's a car that can't stand the cold. Can't get started most mornings. Lacks pep and power. There's a good answer for a car like that.
STP gas treatment. You'll feel the difference.
STP gasoline treatment helps ensure faster winter starts. Gives you real winter go power. This winter, make your car a real fast starter with STP gas treatment.
You'll feel the difference with the very first can.
That's Andy Granatelli, automotive expert and president of STP. You might not expect a guy like Granatelli to worry like everybody else about cold weather starts. But while he's inside, burning the midnight oil, out here it's freezing. So Andy uses STP oil treatment, not because he makes it, but because it works like antifreeze for your oil. Helps any engine start easier all winter long. Have your service station add STP to your oil and get the edge on winter.
Hello. I'm Mr. Red.
A horse is a horse, of course, and no one can talk to a horse, of course. That is, of course, unless the horse is the famous Mr. Ed. Go right to the source and ask the horse. He'll give you the answer that you endorse. He's always on a steady course. Talk to Mr. Ed.
Brought to you by your friendly Studebaker dealer, who hopes you'll enjoy the show and invites you to come in and test drive the fine new 61 Lark. There's only one way to photograph beautiful models. The Lark Cruiser, the Lark Hardtop, and the Lark Skytop, that is. Put them in a glamorous setting, make sure the lights are right, then here's the angle. That's the one, the new Lark Cruiser. Sleek, smart, with unmatched elegance, combining the best of the compacts and luxury car fields. Doors are 4 inches wider, spacious interiors with loads of legroom, rich decorator fabrics and padded slide-down armrests. Superbly designed and engineered with the famous 259 V8 engine or optional bigger 289 V8. Here's an outstanding beauty, the Lark hardtop with the looks and the style that young people want in a compact. And the sky's the limit when you have a Skytop on your hardtop or Lark sedan. These are the only U.S. cars with sliding sunroofs, the ultimate in year-round driving. And these are only 3 out of 7 eye-catching Lark models to choose from, each with a new kind of performance and new advanced engineering features. Be sure to see your Studebaker dealer. Drive the Lark. Test and compare the new engine performance, new brakes, new steering system, and you'll agree you have to drive the Lark to believe it. The Lark by Studebaker.
Wouldst like to love thyself?
What kind of a question is that?
Well, anyone who wants to buy a compact car will love himself and his car if he does this.
I'm listening.
After looking at the other compacts, see and test drive the 61 Lark. You'll love its roominess, its luxury, its big wide doors and level floors.
Plus savings on gas, maintenance, and repairs.
Right. See your Studebaker dealer tonight. You'll love yourself for finding the Lark.
Hi. I've been reading a book that's opened my eyes. An illustrated comparison of U.S. compact cars. It'll open your eyes, too. It clearly shows how the Lark compares to the 10 other compacts. Compares them, point for point, with hundreds of facts that can save you hundreds of dollars. Pick up a free copy at your Studebaker dealer's showroom. Then be sure you do one more thing.
Drive the 61 Lark.
You have to drive the Lark to believe it.
Hello, I'm Rex May with a serious question. Why should you consider the 61 Lark over the 10 other U.S. compacts? Well, the answers are right here in this fact book. An illustrated comparison of U.S. compacts free at your Studebaker dealer. This book compares the compacts on visibility, roominess, brakes, body and engine wear, hundreds of facts that can save you hundreds of dollars. You'll even see how you have to almost be a contortionist to enter some compacts. But how the Lark makes entry easy with extra wide doors and no step-down floor. Get all the facts and learn about Lark performability in this free buyer's guide. And then make sure you do one more thing. Take a demonstration drive, because facts, figures, books, and talk can't begin to do this car justice. You have got to drive the Lark to believe it. The 61 Lark by Studebaker. Hi there. I'm Rex May, and this is the 61 Lark. Well, sure, it's beautiful, but more important, the Lark's got something new. A new kind of performance. A new kind of excitement unmatched in any U.S. compact made today. There's a new kind of acceleration, and you'll really get it from the new Skybolt 6 engine or world-famous Lark V8. There's a new kind of control in the Lark with effortless steering from the new oval wheel for greater leg clearance. Plus, a new kind of safety. New, bigger bonded brakes, biggest in the compact field. A new kind of visibility in the Lark. Widescreen vision all around. Handsome new appointments and safety padded dash on all Lark models. The Lark this year is so darned exciting you've got to go, see, and be seen in the compact with the fresh new look. A longer, lower luxury look. That's only part of the story. Stop in at your Studebaker dealer and take a demonstration drive that will really open your eyes. Test drive any one of the 7 Lark showstoppers. The Lark convertible, the Lark 4-door wagon, and here's the rich look in luxury compacts, the new Lark Cruiser. One test drive at your Studebaker dealer, and you'll see why the Lark is your best buy in style, economy, and performance over any compact in the market today.
There she is, the Lark by Studebaker.
A compact with performability.
You know about performability in the Lark?
Yep.
About the new Lark steering system, new brakes, new front wheel suspension, the Skybolt 6.
Sure do.
How come?
I took a demonstration drive.
Figures. You have to drive the Lark to believe it. See your Studebaker dealer tomorrow and take a demonstration drive.
Tell him we sent you.
See Mr. Ed again next week. And meanwhile, say hello to your Studebaker dealer who invites you to compare, test drive the most exciting compact in America today, the Lark by Studebaker.
A horse is a horse, of course, and no one can talk to a horse, of course. That is, of course, unless the horse is the famous Mr. Ed. Go right to the source and ask the horse. He'll give you the answer that you endorse. He's always on a steady course. Talk to Mr. Ed. People yakety-yak a streak and waste your time a day. But Mr. Ed will never speak unless he has something to say. A horse is a horse, of course, and this one will talk to him. His voice is hoarse. You never heard of a talking horse? Well, listen to this. I am Mr. Ed.
This has been a Filmways television presentation.
It's the Lark. You ought to turn to charcoal. You ought to turn to Lark.
More than 1 million people like what Lark does. Inside the exclusive 3-piece filter are specially treated charcoal granules. They make the big difference. Give Lark a taste all its own. Lark's filter is patented.
You ought to turn to charcoal. You ought to turn to Lark. It's the man with the Lark camera. You ought to turn to charcoal. You ought to turn to Lark.
You ought to turn to Lark. There's nothing like it.
You ought to turn to Lark.
Lark is America's most popular new cigarette.
Have a like, have a like, have a like today. Have a like, have a like, have a like today. Have a like today. There's nothing like a Lark.
Lark has an inner chamber of charcoal granules, a taste people really like.
Have a like, have a like, have a like today. Have a like, have a like, have a like today. Have a like today.
There is nothing like a Lark. Have one. There is nothing like a Lark. It's America's most popular new cigarette.
Have a like, have a like, have a like today. Have a like, have a like, have a like today. Have a like today. There's nothing like a Lark. There's nothing like a Lark.
An inner chamber of charcoal granules, a taste people really like. No wonder Lark is America's most popular new cigarette.
Have a like, have a like, have a like today. Have a like, have a like, have a like today. Have a like today. There is nothing like the taste of Lark. Have a Lark. Have a Lark. Have a Lark.
There is nothing like a Lark. It's America's most popular new cigarette. Have one. There is nothing like a Lark. Show us your pack.
Have a like, have a like, have a like today. Have a like, have a like, have a like today. Have a like today. There's nothing like a Lark.
I switched to Larks because I heard the charcoal granules make them taste better.
Only Lark's filter has 2 outer sections plus an inner chamber of charcoal granules for a taste people really like.
I figure that if a cigarette doesn't have taste, it doesn't have anything.
Have a like, have a like, have a like today. Have a like today. There is nothing like the taste of Lark. Have a Lark. Have a Lark. Have a Lark. Today.
Don't go out without your Lark pack. There is nothing like a Lark.
Over here is the end
entire Model X line for 1959. First, the clay models of the new two-door sedan. That's done completely in white. Now let's look at the Model X hardtop. Now here's something. Our new station wagon. Plenty of visibility and interior roominess for 8. But now let's see the four-door sedan, also in the new white. Well, what do you think about that, Max? You think we've got a line of cars for 1959? I certainly do, Mr. Churchill, and I think your product philosophy is right. It is exactly what our customers want.
The advanced thinking at Studebaker is reaching out to offer tomorrow's automobile today. This is the big change. An attitude which has put the newest, most advanced, the best in every car in the line for 1963. With bigger, broader option selections. New and wider selling opportunities. Wow, what a lineup. The big picture. Avanti, the Daytona, the Lark, the Hawk, the Cruiser, Police, Taxi, Fleet, Trucks. What a lineup for 63.
Commander, Daytona, Cruiser, Wagonaire, functionally designed for strength, stability, and safety. Studebakers are made in Canada for world market.